Hello, this is Sam from ValueTech Academy. In this video, I will discuss the SQL interview questions asked by a FAANG company. Subscribe to our channel for more SQL interview questions like this every week. Also, we have a free SQL course to help you practice SQL quickly using 30 scenarios. Link to this free SQL course is provided in description. You can check it out. Let's get started now. So let's see the first interview question. Find the account number of returning customers. A returning customer is someone who ordered a second purchase in the same year. And for this interview questions, the tables used will be sales customer and sales order header. So if you see here, we are going to use this dataset from Microsoft. Since we don't have access to the exact tables and data used in the interview, in this video we will be using this dataset provided by Microsoft to review the exact SQL questions asked by this FAANG company. And we will see how it can be answered using our dataset. If you want to know how to get this dataset to practice these questions, check out the video we created. Link provided in description. So let's see with the help of these tables. So let's go to this table and see the contents here. So this table contains this customer ID and this required customer's account number. So the main information we need to find is the account number. If you go to the question, we need to find the account number of the customer. So the account number information can be found from this customer. But we have a condition, that is like we need to find a person who ordered like more than once in the same year. So for that we need to go to the second table, that is sales order header. So let's see this data. So here we have this column like order date and the customer ID information. So these are the two columns required from this particular table. So let's quickly rewrite this query. You can see this columns customer ID and order date. So using this particular two information, we can find out like if the same customer ordered like more than once in the same year. So if you just order this table by the customer ID, you will be able to see. If you see this customer ID 11,000, so this person made an order in 2011 and 2013 twice. So this person is a repeated customer because you can see right in 2013 the person placed like two orders. But the same if you go to this particular customer ID 11,001, so you can see this person 11,001 with customer ID having like placed the order like only once in 2013 and 2011 and 2014. So this person is not a repeat customer. Go to this particular customer ID. You can see this person 11,002 ordered twice in the same year. So this person is a repeated customer. So what we will do is like we are not interested in the other date values like month, date and all. So we just need this year, right? So we'll just rewrite this using this year function. For this customer IDs, you can see when they place the orders. So for 11,000, you can see they placed in 2013. But if you see for 11,001, they are not a repeat customer because they ordered in 2013, 11 and 14, but they didn't have a repeat purchase in the same year. So we want to find only customers who like placed more than once in a particular year. So we will combine this customer ID and this year information using this group by. And the another thing is if this customer ID record is more than one, that is like it should be two or more, right? So what we can do is we can add a condition here with the having. So we are going to combine this customer ID and this particular year information using this group by, and if that particular combination, that is customer ID and this year, is like greater than or equal to 2, that means it's going to be a repeat customer. So let's see now what happens. Now you can see here, right? In customer ID, we didn't have this customer 11,001. So we had 11,000 and 11,002. So they are repeat customers. We already saw that. So we need only this customer ID. So what we'll do is we'll just remove this, and we need only the distinct customer ID. So we'll just use distinct keywords to, in case if we have any duplicates, we just want to remove it. Okay, now we got the customer ID. But the question says, like, we need to find the account number of this customers. So we found these are the returning customers. If you see here, 11,000, 11,002, but 11,001, the person with customer ID 11,001 is not a repeated customer, right? So we got only the customer IDs of people who made more than one purchase in a year. So now we got the customer ID. But the question is, we need to find the account number of such customers. So we got the customer ID, and for customer account number, we need to get this information from this table customer. So we need to get this account number information from this particular table customer. So you have the account number and customer ID information here. So what we'll do is we'll use this query as a subquery to this particular one. We need only account number from this particular table. And if you see, only for this customer IDs, like only for customer IDs that are repeated customers, only for the returning customers, we want the account number. We don't want all the account numbers. So what we will do here is we'll add a condition here. So what happens here is we are going to get the account number from this customer table for only this customers IDs. Okay, so only the customer IDs who made a second purchase in any year. So people who made a second purchase or like more than one purchase in a year can be found using this query. We got this customer ID, and only for those customer IDs, okay, we are going to get their account number. So when you run this together, you'll get this account number. Okay, order by, like, it's not allowed in this subquery, so we'll just remove this. Now you can see here, right? You got the account number for the repeated or returning customers. So in this way, you can solve this interview question. Let's see the second interview question. Find the number of users using the Vista credit card for their purchases. So here in our data set, we have this particular credit card in this table, credit card, and also we have another table called sales order header where you can find the purchase information. So let's query both this table to see the data. So here you can see this column credit card ID, and if you go to this credit card table, so in this table also we have this credit card ID column. So from this what we can see is the credit card ID is the common column to both sales order header and credit card table. So from this table you will get this purchase information, and this is the table specific to credit card information where you can get the credit card ID and also the card type. So if you go to the card type, you will see like different cards used, like Distinguished, Superior card, and also the Vista card. So we are interested to find the credit cards with card type as Vista. Okay, so that information can be got from this table, and the purchase information can be got from this sales order header. And if you see to both this column, the connecting or the common column would be credit card ID. So what we will do now is to answer this interview question, we will join both these tables using the common column, that is credit card ID. We'll give an alias to both the tables so that it will be easy to refer the columns in these tables. And if you see, the common column is going to be credit card ID, right? So when we join sales order header and credit card, we are going to join on common column. So we are going to join on a column that is going to be common between both the tables. So here in this case, credit card ID is the column common to both tables. So we'll join using that column. So for joining using a particular column, we'll use this on, and from this sales order header, we'll take this credit card ID. So we can refer it as A dot credit card ID, and for this credit card table we give an alias B. So from this table we are going to refer this credit card ID. Okay, and again another condition what we have is we want only credit card types that are going to be Vista, right? So what we'll give is we'll have another condition. So let's run this one. Okay, we got all the columns here, but if you see, we want to find the number of users, that is customers. So we just go with the customer ID here instead of getting all the columns. So the customer ID, see, we have a column here. So these are the users who made a purchase using the credit card type Vista. But the question is, we need to find the number of users. We got these users, right? So we need to find total how many of them. So for this, we'll use this count. See? So these are the number of users who made a purchase using the Vista credit card. So in this way, you can answer this interview question. Let's see the third interview question. Check order details that belong to customer ID 30100 and find the shipping date of the order placed on 2012 March 30th. Okay. So for this, we'll be using this table sales.sales order header. So let's see the data in this table. So this table sales order header contains all the order details for the customers. So in this table, we have this order date when this particular customer placed their order, and also we have the customer's ID. So one of the information from this question can be found here. That is here the customer ID is like 30100 for whom we need to find the order details. So customer ID can be found from this column, and then we need to find the shipping date. Okay, and shipping date column also can be found here. And another information we have is we need to find orders for this particular customer placed on this particular date. So for order placed, we have this order date. Okay, so we have all the three columns: order date, ship date, and customer ID in the same table. So let's rewrite this query with the required condition. So first condition we'll see for only customer ID 30100. Okay, so let's filter. Okay, here you can see the order details for this particular customer ID. So these are the orders placed by this customer. And here if you see, we need to find the shipping date. So let's get this information. Okay. And we don't want all the orders. Okay. We want to get a ship date for only the orders placed on this particular date. So we'll add one more filtering condition. And see, this is the ship date for this customer ID for the order placed on this particular date. So we got this shipping date. So in this way, we can answer this interview question. Let's see the fourth interview question. Find the name of the best selling product, and a best selling product is the item with the highest sale total. So that is an item which was having more sales volume. It's going to be the best selling product. So for this, we can refer to two tables. One is sales order detail and the other is going to be the product table. So let's see the data in both these tables now. So from this product table, we can get this product name. So we are supposed to find the name of the best selling product. So the name of the product can be found from this product table. And also we have this product ID related to this product name. And if you go to the second table, here we have this information about the sales. So here we have the total sales for each of this product. So we have this product IDs, and for each of this product IDs, we have this sales total. So we need to first find the product with the highest sales total. So to find the highest sales total, let's use a function called max. So this is the highest sale total in this table, sales order detail. So for this highest value, we need to find the particular product ID. So we'll use this as a subquery, and we'll find the product ID which is having this highest sale total. So what this query will do is it will get the product IDs which is having the highest line total, that is the highest sale total. And the highest sale total we found using this query, that max function. Using this we found the highest sale total in the table sales order detail. And now using this one, we are going to find the product ID which has this highest sale total. So when you run this one, you found that the product ID 954 is the one which is having the highest sale total. But the interview question is we need to find the name of the best selling product. So we found it. This is the best selling product, but we need to find the name. So we saw earlier that the name information can be found from this particular table name, and the common column is product ID. So we can get this information here. So we'll use this as a subqueries. So now we are getting this product name. And you can find the Touring 1000 Yellow 46 product is going to be the best selling product in this table, sales order detail. To learn SQL interview questions every week, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you want to practice more SQL queries using scenarios, Check out our playlist for practical SQL scenarios, link provided in description. Thanks for watching this video.